About how the team's looking so far and what your impressions are and what you expect out of the gate.
I mean, our team's looking really good right now. We have, a lot of pieces. I think, the biggest thing that I'm excited about is how versatile we are. We have, size, we have shooting, we have, defense. I think, with the pieces that the coaching staff has put together, I think like we have a chance to make a, real run in the Pac-12.
What was your impression of Cal last year from afar when you were Texas Tech and they were on their way to 3-29? And what about that convinced you that you wanted to be here?
That's funny. I remember the first time, I'd seen that there were, I think winless or close to winless was when we were in the Maui tournament, and they were talking about, who's worse, Cal or
Louisville.
Louisville, yeah, that's who it was. And we were playing Louisville next. I think we pumped them by 40 in that tournament. But, just to see, the turnaround, obviously with Coach getting the job, changes everything. But I think, with him now here, it's a complete different setup. Not just for myself, but the guys, for the future, the guys that are, that are going to come here in the future.
And the returning guys, like Devin, guys like that who went through that,
yeah.
How have they been and how much have they been able to sort of put that in the rearview mirror?
That was the one thing that I was obviously worried about coming here, but, they've been great. Dev Askew, obviously, a really, really good player, former 5-star, has played at the highest level, here, at Kentucky, Texas, and obviously he knows what it takes to get the job done. And he's going to be a big part of our team and what we're trying to do. Galen Selfsey, obviously coming off injury, he's another big part. And with our young guys and D and Grant, both showing tremendous upside for what we're trying to achieve here.
You're not seeing scars from what they went through last year?
No, I wouldn't say that. They've been great. We have that winning culture. I think that just starts with our coaching staff. Coach comes from winning. Wherever he's been at, whether it's as a player or as a coach. So I think that rubs off on us, and it shows every day in practice. So right now it's just about trying to put the pieces together and make everything work.
Who surprised you the most? Maybe you didn't know a lot about them coming into all this.
I mean, the guys that I'd say were returning, like I had never really watched. Like I knew about Jalen Cone and obviously Jared Tyson who I played with, and Keontae obviously, but obviously Devin has really surprised me a lot. Like he's a super versatile player that point guard first, can shoot, can score, can pass, great size. Jalen obviously has been looking really well, coming off an injury. And then our young guys in Grant and ND have a ton of potential, defensive, upside. Grant obviously all freshman team last year. With his size and his abilities, I think is going to be a huge, piece for us this year.
Coach Madsen had to sell you on his vision for what he was doing here and on the players that he was bringing in. So now that you've had a chance to be with these guys for a few months and practice and see what they have, do you see that vision coming to fruition?
Yeah, 100%. With when I was first talking to him, before, obviously when I was in the portal, my biggest thing was, who can we get here? With the roster they had and with the guys obviously that were leaving, the team that he was so quickly able to assemble, I think obviously shows to the coach and the person that he is. And now we're seeing it. We had a whole off season together. We've built not just in the weight room, on the court, outside the court. I think that's one thing that I've really been excited about is just that we're so close. And I think that's just going to translate to wins and doing well on the court.
What ultimately convinced you that it was the right fit? He was the right coach for you.
I mean, I had played for him previously, so he's somebody that I obviously look up to a lot. He's a mentor of mine. I came in, super young. Like I was, still learning the college game, and like he was someone that obviously believed in me, and I think just the relationship that we had over the years obviously has, for me, when I knew like obviously what happened at Texas Tech, with the injury and all the other stuff, I knew that when I was coming back from my last year, I had to play for a coach that I trust and I know is going to help me get to where I want to get to, and I knew he's the guy.
You said you modeled your game after DeMarcus Cousins. What about Boogie's game do you like?
I mean, I love his physicality, his ability to play inside, outside, rebound, shoot. It's super exciting. It's my first time, being healthy at the Power 5 level, so I'm super excited to, show, people what I can do. And obviously, my goal and our goal is to win, and with the squad that we have, I know they have us preseason, 11 in the conference, and we have it, taped up, in our locker room every single day. We walk in, we see it, and for us, it's like, it has that quote unquote, chip on your shoulder, and I think that's like how I would describe us. We're chippy, we're physical, that's just how we're gonna play. It's gonna be a dogfight every single night, and I'm super excited to show people that what we have.
When you were at Utah Valley playing for Madsen, did you ever see old video of him playing and how he played?
Yeah, I mean, they call him Mad Dog for a reason. He's probably the one of the toughest players that I've obviously seen. I've seen his college highlights obviously and his NBA highlights, but anyone that's come and talked about him, whether former teammates or coaches, they say that's a pro's pro. He comes in, he works every single day, whether it's his player or coach. He got that nickname for a reason. So he believes, in a lot of the stuff that, exemplifies like playing hard, playing as hard as you can, setting good screens, sacrificing yourself for a teammate. So I think that obviously has rubbed off on us this year.
Would it have been fun to play against him?
I think so, yeah. No, he's too humble about it, but I think it would have been fun to play against him.
And you've seen him dance?
I have seen him dance, yeah.
What'd you think about that?
His dancing skills, I mean, I feel like they could maybe use a little bit of work, but it's getting there. It's better than the parade dance for sure. Yeah.
Can you talk about not having Jalen Tyson? You know him real well.
Yeah.
What until you maybe do get him back, what you're going to miss as a player in him?
Yeah, obviously with the news that we found out yesterday, disappointed and frustrated with how the NCAA decided to take their initial look on that, but what we're gonna miss, obviously his size, his versatility, his rebounding, his scoring. He's somebody that is a 3-level scorer, and with his abilities that he has, you can't really teach. Like you can't teach 6'7", 220, just a bull. You can't teach that. So I think if we were to not have him, obviously it would hurt us a lot, but the plan is to have him as of right now.
Can you talk about the competitiveness and energy you've seen at practice over the offseason?
Yeah. Well, for myself, I think just seeing how the young guys have come along, and seeing, Devin Curtis and Andy and, the guys that, play my position, Grant Newell, the bigs, and seeing how, we compete every single day in practice. I think that's translated to, extra work in the gym and guys really taking nutrition serious, taking, the other stuff that, we do very serious, just because every day it's a dogfight, it's, I'm trying to make, ND better, ND's trying to make me better, I'm trying to make DC better, DC's trying to make me better. So I think that's just translated to, at all positions, guys coming in every single day. And the talent level that we have, there's guys on the bench that you could slide right into the starting lineup and, there wouldn't be any difference.
Is there a guy that you've built a special bond with?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty close with everyone, I'd say. I'm not gonna pick just one person. I'd say I'm pretty close to everyone. I think at the end of the day, how we've come together as a team has been I'd say quote unquote biggest blessing, just because the best teams that I've seen, the best teams that I've heard of and been around have been the closest team. So that's what we've done, and we're going to try to continue to do.
What have you guys done to so many new pieces to kind of find that chemistry and cohesion?
I mean, we hang out, all the time. Like, we'll, go watch football games, or, we'll sit in the locker room till 7 p.m. and chop it up, and, just little stuff like that. I feel like people don't understand goes a long way. We did obviously some team activities with the coaching staff and stuff. We went paintballing and all that. But I think at the end of the day, it's just guys love to be around each other. This is a group that really is always in the gym. So whether it's off day, or practice day, guys are getting extra work. You're seeing, as you're walking in, you're seeing guys work out. As you're leaving, guys are coming in to work out. So I think that's something that, like, you might not realize it at first, but it builds that trust and respect in each other, and now when you're open, I trust you. I'm going to pass to you. You're going to make the shot.
Fardaws, go ahead.
How do you reflect on everything you went through last year, and how does that feed your motivation for this season, personally?
Last year obviously was, I'd say, the toughest year that I've been through. The injury, preseason obviously kept me out till the end of the season. But just with the stuff that we dealt with off the court, I think had put me in a little bit of a funk where it took some time to get out of. And obviously now I'm around my people, people that I trust, the people that I respect, people that I love. So I think that's just allowed me to recoup, refocus, and be back in a better mindset, and just be around great people again.
What have you been working to focus, personally improve on? I know you went through the workout process in the spring with the Pacers, I believe it was.
Yeah.
What do you hope to improve on this year? How's the coaching staff helped out to prepare you for next spring?
Yeah, so, for me, it's really just been coaches kind of put me in a place where a lot of the stuff that we do is very NBA-like, he's giving me the green light. Like, I grab a defensive rebound, he's like, bring it up the floor, So it's just, the stuff that we've worked on this off season, really handling the ball, really working on just my ability, not just to create for myself, but others too. I think that's, helped me out a ton. And the way that we play as a group, I think, just showcases not just my abilities, but, like, I will be able to help out other guys as well, whether that's, pick and roll, or, pick and pop, or, I DHO with Dev. He comes off a ball screen, he hits me, and then I hit someone in the corner, and they hit a three. Just little stuff like that.
One more.
Talk about just the excitement level. 9 days away from the first game, what's going to be like that night, and how much do you want to show the people who come to that game that they should keep coming?
Man, I'm super excited. I've been counting this down, since I left Texas Tech. Just I think at the end of the day, like, knowing this is my last year, this is my last first game. I tell that to myself every single day. Like, the biggest thing, just to have fun with it and not put too much pressure. I feel like I've always had the most success, with teams and myself when it's just fun. And right now, that's just the mentality I've been trying to have, instill it in our guys, whether it's a scrimmage or pre-practice. When we huddle up, the last thing we say is have fun, and that's what we try and do, just have fun. And I feel like when people watch us this year, they're going to see a lot of fun basketball. You're going to see a lot of lobs. You're going to see threes. Jalen Cone hitting 40-footers. You're going to see lob dunks. You're going to see highlight passes, just stuff like that. And I think it's like going to bring that excitement back, to Cal, and bring that culture of, like, basketball and winning back to the school.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thanks. All right, thank you.